Hi, I'm Pickles,
I'm Forrest.
and this is Moose. This
Not a
is
person, but the podcast.
Yep, it's not a person. It's
No.
well, there's no one called
There's
Moose
no one
here.
named Moose with us,
It's true.
currently, except for
It's
in
true.
spirit. Because the
Unless you're
Moose
called
is always
Moose,
with you.
then I suppose
And
you're welcome.
yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Hello.
Yeah,
That's a good intro right there.
I think so. All
Mm.
right, Pickles Magoo,
Yes,
you have
sir.
things for us to talk about,
I
which
do.
relates to the world of nerds.
I have several topics for us to discuss.
Oh, that's exciting.
The first one for us all
Mhm.
is about the new announcement of the
Wait,
PS Vita Slim.
wait, no, don't talk about it yet.
Don't talk about it.
No,
Shh.
because we should introduce ourselves.
Should we?
Yeah.
I thought we just did that.
Well, we gave them our names. They don't know anything about us.
That's all they need to know, really.
Look, you don't want to know no more than that. I'm just saying. You learn
We've
some
seen
shit
some
that you don't want to
things.
know.
The less you know.
The better you don't know. I don't know. Was that sense? I don't think it was.
I don't think that was English.
Nope. Nope. That was what I like to call gibber.
Mm.
I'm a fluent speaker of gibber. And it's good for you, basically. But tell them what you do, Pickles.
I basically just do this podcast.
Yeah.
That's about
Yeah.
it. And play video games.
Well, that's important. That's good.
It's helpful for the type of podcast this is, really.
That's true. What do I do, Pickles?
You are kind of a big deal on the internet.
Oh, shush.
Forrest is a voice actor, and you can
Yeah.
hire him for the cheap, cheap price of
Your
whatever you offer
arms.
him.
All of your arms.
Yep. So,
Both
well,
of them.
he prefers the left arm.
All right, let's go back to the PSP thing.
Okay, so this week,
Mhm.
the PS Vita Slim was announced.
Yes.
It was. I think it was
Was
announced. Yeah, it was definitely announced. I think it's actually available to buy in the
Oh, right
UK
now?
currently. I'm
Oh,
not sure
well,
about the
that's-
US. I'm not sure
No,
that's
here.
whether you don't have it yet.
No, not
That's
well.
we're
I mean,
better.
the last time I went outside, the sun was green. So
So it was
been
a
a
while
while.
ago. So it was a while ago since you ventured
since
outside your
I've been
hovel.
around.
Mm,
To my knowledge, we don't have it yet. No.
right. But I currently, I
Mhm.
think you can go out and you can
Okay.
go buy the new PS Vita in the UK
Well, that's
anyway.
Oh, right, but not in the
It's
US.
well, I think it should be coming to you within the next month.
Oh, wow.
Well,
So why do we care about the PSP Vita?
it's smaller
Oh.
and slimmer.
Ooh.
Is it just Sony who do this? They
I don't
make
know.
just
I think it's all
each year.
things, all technology.
Each-
We try
well,
to make it tinier.
I know with
Eventually, we're just gonna have
phones.
toothbrushes that sing to us.
Well, I mean, if it can make a cup of coffee at the same time
That's what mine does.
as it's cleaning your
All day.
teeth.
No, I won't go there.
No.
Let's call it a wife, but that's rude.
It is, and it's a bit too early for that in the show.
it?
It's
It's
a
only
bit.
10:30, so-
It's too early for that.
All right then. Disregard. Carry on.
Carry on. Oh, lost where I
So
was.
it's white. This one, yeah.
It's what?
White.
White.
Yeah. Or was that the other thing that's white?
That's our next topic, I think.
Oh,
Funnily
I'm
enough.
sorry. I've skipped over. Well, we
You
don't care
have-
about the PSP apparently because I
No.
skipped right over. So,
Right.
what's the thing that turned white?
We're so organised.
Yeah, I know.
No, currently, at the minute, as it stands, you
Yeah.
can only get the new PSP Vita Slim
Hmm.
in black.
In black.
As
Not
far as
white.
I know,
So like
Japan have several colours, like
Oh.
pink and white as well,
Mhm.
which is 3, which is several.
That's
maybe.
many colors. Really,
Maybe.
basically.
They might have more. They might have more. Like the research I've done was shoddy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here at Moose, we have a large research team comprising of at least one person,
Mm,
and that's Pickles. He
Yeah.
does all the research. So if it's not right and he doesn't know, it didn't happen.
Well, I mean, if I'm not aware of it, then it obviously didn't happen.
I mean, you are omniscient, so
Mm,
and omnipotent.
it's true.
Yeah. Unfortunate, really, but that's how life goes sometimes. Wait, is omnipotent like you can't?
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's like you can't man up. If you know, like flame on. You can't go for it.
So I can't go Super Saiyan.
Right. That's well, basically, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be standing at full attention, if you know what I mean.
No.
Basically, I'm saying that little pickles is not going to become a big pickles anytime
Wow.
soon when you're impotent.
Wow. Well,
Did I say omnipotent?
maybe.
I think it's just impotent, not omnipotent.
Okay. Okay.
Omnipotence. Maybe it is. I don't know. Look it up. Look it up later.
Maybe you should use a dictionary.
No, I don't believe in dictionaries.
Hmm.
All right, what's the next thing? Moving on.
The next thing, we
Yeah,
barely just scraped the
I don't care
surface
about the
of the PS
PSP Vita,
Vita.
or it's basically a cell phone that can't call anyone,
Right.
right? Like, you have your telephone, your mobile phone,
Mm-hmm.
and you can play pretty much everything that's on the PSP Vita on your phone, can't you?
Well, there's emulators for the PSP and for all sorts. I'm not sure about Vita games just yet.
Right.
Whether they're any like more demanding, I think it's just because there's like that touch thing on the back
Yeah.
where you just have to feel up your controller a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I'm
Yes.
sure leads to some weird games in Japan.
I'm not saying that I've played Hentai Spectacular Adventure number 4, but
Oof,
the first 3 were
that's
really
the
good.
that's the best. It's like the tip of the iceberg, number 4.
Well, it's the tip of something.
Certainly is.
Tip of
Certainly
something.
is.
Tentacles. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Just so,
Clarifications
just so
there.
we're clear, right.
Heroes.
Okay. Well, the
Right.
last
So
thing that
what's
the last thing with the PS Vita really is that they are slowly moving away from old stock. You can still currently buy an old PS Vita, because it's cheaper.
Oh, they're phasing them out.
But as soon as that stock's gone, you'll only be able to buy the new one. So
Okay,
if
so same
now's
thing
the
they did
time,
with
now's the
the
time to get one of the
PlayStations.
old PS Vitas if you want it.
But it's just a phone. Like it's not a classy lady. It's like a woman of the street.
A
Pickles.
lady of the night.
Yeah, a mistress of the corner.
I've ran out of other things for that, and I only said one. I think you had
Yeah, I know.
many, many more.
I mean, there's a Duchess of the Curb.
Right.
There is oh, what else could there be? I don't know. The Queen of the Gutter. The
Okay.
Keeper of the Sock. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me. All right, carry on.
Moving
What's
on.
next?
Moving on. Next topic
Mhm.
is that there was leaked information that there's going to be, well, possibly a new
Mhm.
Xbox One
Oh, and this
already.
is the white thing.
This was the white thing.
Ah, yeah.
Pictures were
Okay.
leaked during the week of 2 new Xbox Ones. There was one which was
Interesting.
just the same Xbox One we have now, except for all in white, which is
Mhm.
it's kind of like the classic 360s. It's like I can't go that far back because like the original Xbox was just black, wasn't it? As far as I'm aware, the original
Yeah.
Xbox
Well,
was
no,
just
it was
black
like black and
and
green.
green. But then it was with the 360 when they went white.
Did
But
they? Yeah, no, they
the
did.
360
Yes.
was white, but then they realized that they'd gone black.
And they could never go back.
They couldn't, so
No.
the Elite
No.
and then the remade versions of the 360 were black as well.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's a little bit off topic.
A
Is
little bit. But
there
I
were,
believe that
there were
that's okay.
two new Xbox One pictures, one
Mhm.
with a disc tray and one without.
Oh. Wait, now hold on. Why would you want one without a disc tray?
I think it's moving more towards like just digital downloads, which is that then
That's
gets
cool.
rid of the fact that you can't have second-hand games, which is what Microsoft tried to push on everybody in the first place.
Dirty birds. Wait, now hold on, because that's only for the Xbox, right?
Yes, correct.
Now, Sony, I assume, are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, oh, well, now we have the PS5 and it has 5 disc trays
Mm.
because bitches and hoes, you know.
They have Blu-ray as well in theirs, don't they? I'm not sure that
Yeah.
Xbox. Do Xbox now have?
No, they're just because if they're getting rid of the disc tray.
Why? I mean, in the current Xbox One,
Oh,
does
I
that
think
have
so.
Blu-ray? Right.
Yeah, I believe so.
So they both have Blu-ray, but then because it's like they want it to be the one console for everything, so it will replace like your DVD player.
Right.
You won't be able to
You know what
like
does that
play
already?
your DVD. Which
The computer.
mm,
Mm.
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that it's. I mean, they're trying to make them into computers, right? Just like if you went to Fry's Electronics or something like that, and you picked up a computer like pre-built for you.
right.
That's basically what the Xbox wants to be, right?
I think it's trying to keep
But
itself away from being called a computer or like a PC
why though? Why?
because they want it to be more like a home entertainment system because they spend so much time like pushing um like Netflix onto you and
But now I love my Netflix.
right.
The full
I don't
seasons,
I don't have a
or
subscription to Netflix.
seasons of Merlin.
Wow.
I mean, I watched it all.
And is that how you get your English TV?
Yeah.
Through
Well, I said
Netflix?
BBC America, but
Right.
yeah, which is BBC One, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out. We have so many other BBC channels. There's at
BBC
least four.
Two, BBC
There's
Three.
at least
Great.
four.
Oh, four. There's a fourth one too.
Yeah.
Very
Oh my
creative in the
word.
naming of your channels.
We are. You have like different names for yours, but I mean,
We
for
do.
us, it's consistent that way.
What do you think we should watch today? Oh, I think the BBC. Oh, right, yeah, that's a good idea.
It's
Which
like, but
one?
which channel should we watch,
Yeah,
Governor?
which BBC?
Because that's the way we all talk.
Yeah, no, it is. Everyone.
It's true.
With one unified
It's true.
accent all the way across. Even Scotland, especially Scotland, in fact. They all speak with English accents.
You're potentially alienating quite a lot of people which might have been
No, you
listening.
see, I'm goading them. I'm goading them into commenting on the thing.
Right.
It's completely different. I mean, it's not like they have thumbs, so it's okay. Carrying on, the Xbox will be getting rid of its disc tray.
Now
In
then,
theory, or in
in
rumor,
theory, these were just pictures which were uploaded. Microsoft have now came out and put on their Twitter that people shouldn't believe everything they see on the internet.
right?
They've not denied it. They've not said,
Right.
"Oh, you caught us," and then again, they've not said, "No, we are not
not
doing
real.
that." Yeah,
And
they've
it
not.
doesn't sound like Goofy from Mickey Mouse.
But so maybe Microsoft are getting involved to like stir more interest. But I still think it's too soon. I mean, it's like only been out for a few months.
Seriously,
Like
if
this.
you were gonna update the system, you should have done it. I mean, do it way after release, right? Let the old one get kind of boring and be like, oh, well, you know. I assume that's what people talk like when they buy consoles. I wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
You know,
I
have
can
my PC
confirm.
Master
I
Race
have
card
friends.
framed.
I have friends who use consoles.
Oh, gross.
Mm.
Yeah, you have like interventions for them. Like,
we
this
had
is
to have
how
a we had to have a meeting when
and
they
everyone
decided to
else.
get both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
Oh,
We're like, look, this is enough now.
I need you to like, realize that you're hurting your family and your friends.
We're here to help you.
Yeah.
But
Like-
then they ran away.
Yeah, they
And-
couldn't. They're like, no, I love it. I can stop whenever I want.
They hid in the corner with
Now,
like
I have to get
bottles of
PS4.
with bottles of Mountain Dew and Doritos and
Right. It's like hoarders, except
Yes.
for worse.
worse.
Yeah, it's worse than hoarders. Worse than hoarders. Coming soon to TMZ, our new show. Help me, I'm a console gamer. We go around the country of Germany and try and help Germans with
Do
their
they
console.
need help though?
Well, no, but that's the point of the show. Like,
Right.
You just go into someone's house. We're here to help you.
I
And they're
mean,
like, what are
they
you doing?
probably won't speak English.
Well, I was gonna do a German accent, but I was like, perhaps.
I mean, you have to
Perhaps.
do it now.
Well, I don't have it at this time of day. We have to wait till afternoon, and after I've had my egg salad sandwich,
Oh,
and then I can do German, but not before.
do people actually eat egg salad sandwiches?
Oh, well, I do, and I think I'm a person, so yeah.
Oh,
I'd
I've-
like to think so.
I'd never heard of that.
Really?
No.
Do you know what a deviled egg is?
what a what is?
A deviled egg.
No,
Really?
I don't.
Are you living in culture? I mean, not culture. Culinary shock? Are you living in culture shock? Or is it-
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, I mean, you boil an egg. This has nothing to do with the Xbox 3, but actually, Coming in the Xbox 3 or whatever it is, Xbox One, the fuck it's called. In the Xbox One.
Nobody cares about consoles here, so
No.
it's like that's not
In
what
the
they're
Xbox
why they're
One,
listening to
it will
this.
come with a culinary kit that you will be able to use to make eggs.
Right.
You heard it on the internet. Must be true.
Heard it first. Right
Yep.
here on Moose.
Confirm. On Moose. There you go, team.
In fact, you
Right,
can
so anyway.
sue Forrest Tollan
No.
if
Don't do that.
if this doesn't
Microsoft,
happen.
because I know you listen to everything with the NSA.
Hmm.
It was basically England's idea.
The Connect is listening right now.
The Connect is listening. Damn you!
Every last word.
Right, but eggs. Let me tell you what.
Sure.
Very
Sure.
important. So you boil an egg. You do know what that is, yes? Boiling a hard-boiled egg.
An egg.
Yeah, and
Right.
you boil it
Okay.
until it's hard and not mushy, and then you crack it open and take off the shell like you would with Easter eggs. And
You take a shell off an Easter egg?
yeah, and you eat it. Anyway, look, shush. So you then cut it in half and you scrape out the yolk, and you mix the yolk with mayonnaise
Mm.
and mustard, and then you put that back into the egg, and then you chop up the eggs, and then you have like a paste of egg and yolk, and then you put it on bread with some lettuce, and there you go.
Sounds terrible.
It really is, but I like them same.
I mean, is it good for you? Is that the reason
I
people
mean,
eat them?
relatively speaking, no, not at all.
Right.
Yeah. But it's like soul food, except for not.
There are
Sort of
better,
like-
worse things you could be eating.
You could feed it to a vegan,
Right.
I guess you couldn't. You couldn't do that.
What's in there which isn't for vegans?
Well, the eggs.
The eggs. Of course,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think that's against their code of conduct. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with it.
I know a vegan.
Yeah,
So,
I met him. He doesn't eat
did.
cheese.
Well, he used to. By the
Right,
brick.
yeah.
By the brick.
We
And he
met
won't admit
someone-
it. He won't
No,
admit it.
no. You see, we met someone on what is this thing called? Skype the other day. And,
The online
it was-
voice
it was his
communication
friend.
software.
Yeah, and he's a recent vegan, I guess.
I mean, for a
And that-
solid 2 years.
Well, recent, relative to the age of the universe. It was
Okay.
fairly recent. So he doesn't eat cheese anymore, basically. And someone was trying to convince him that he did, in fact, eat cheese, but it was an experience, is what it was.
It was, and I had to deal with conversations like that for many years.
Yeah, 2 of them, in fact, 2
Oh.
years at least.
At least, yeah, I mean, before that, it was just.
At
It
least
was
about
just.
eating cheese. I mean,
The past 2 years have just been conversations about cheese. The time before that was like, so you're a vegan? No, sorry, geez, that was recently. My apologies.
Yeah, no,
you're
that was 2
you're a
years ago.
vegetarian? Why don't you eat chicken? It's like, have you ever had beef? It's like he's a
That's not
vegetarian.
vegetable. Like, but it grows. Yeah, that's true.
Actually,
and it like eats.
I tell a lie again. He was a pescatarian,
What's that?
so he'd
Does
just
that
eat
not
fish.
fish?
He'd just eat fish.
Oh, he just ate fish.
Yeah, so no meats, but fish.
Right, because fish don't count as meat.
No, they don't.
No,
Fish aren't people.
Obviously. Fish aren't people.
So-
Cows are people, but fish. Not
So it was questions as like, why do you eat tuna?
right.
And not beef?
Okay.
Like, don't you have a soul? It was,
Yeah,
it was
what
things
the
like that.
Frick is wrong with you? I was
Yeah.
gonna not say frick, but I decided to edit myself.
So after the whole fish fiasco,
Mhm.
is he decided to just go full vegan?
Mm. Wait, you just straight to veganism. From
Yeah, it was. It was like
I'm
not
from
even like
eating fish to killing anything is murder.
yeah.
Bastards.
It's like, I won't even drink milk anymore.
No, because milk is obtained through tickling the tits of a cow against its will. And I
Mm.
will not stand for that. That's what I assume. I'm not a vegan, so I don't
Right.
know.
But I imagine that's what everyone in LA is like.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I switched back to the voice, but yeah,
You're like agreeing with yourself.
yeah, I was. Not with you, Pickles. You don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've drifted so far off
I
topic
know.
now.
Anyway, what's
So
the next
I
topic? Go
can
back to that.
barely see
After
how we're
the
going to get
Xbox
back on topic.
is white now, doesn't have a disc thing is crazy. Moving on.
Jesse Eisenberg has been cast as Lex Luthor in the Superman vs. Batman film.
Noise. You babble on about it. I don't disagree with you. I can't believe that no at all.
Which,
How did he land that? Oh. Go, Pickles. Just talk. Just talk.
are you in shock?
I am. I don't know how to feel. Feel betrayed. How I
Mm,
feel.
mm.
I feel betrayed and gassy.
I mean, at this point already, was
Yeah.
there any hope for this Superman vs. Batman film?
No.
No.
I mean, the title alone is pretty shit.
Is that the confirmed title?
Yeah, I think it is.
Superman vs. Batman?
It's like Alien versus Predator,
Right.
which is actually not bad.
It was half decent.
Yeah, it made me cringe, and so that's good. I felt during
That's
that
what
movie.
you look for in a film.
Yeah, I want to walk away being like, I will never get that time back, ever.
Right.
But
What am I doing with my life?
yeah, but at least I felt ashamed. Right, I was ashamed to have been seen there.
I mean, as you should.
Right,
As you
but
should.
there being the theater, I don't know where there else could have been. But walking out of the theater, I was ashamed. But I think for Batman versus Superman, which should never happen because they're like BFFs,
Yeah, I mean, they're in the Justice League together.
aren't they? Yeah,
So,
and they're like best buddies. Like they shouldn't be fighting. What's that teaching the youth of this world? Marvel. Is it Marvel that owns them?
maybe?
DC Comics.
DC. Oof. We're in trouble now.
Oh man,
We're in trouble now.
The butt clenching that just occurred.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not right.
I'm
But
going
as
to
it
launch
were-
an official complaint.
Oh God, gonna fill out my butthurt complaint form.
I have
Send
one of
that
them.
in to the
I have-
appropriate authorities.
I have a butthurt complaint form.
Me too,
Saved.
actually.
Yeah.
It's on my desktop. Just cause.
I mean, you never
the
know.
nature of butthurt.
You never know when you need to fill it in.
Oh no, I've sent it to people. I'll be like, just fill this out. I don't know what I was babbling about, but I'm not a fan. I mean, ugh. There was no hope anyway, so I suppose.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch it though. Is the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, of
I'm gonna watch
course.
the crap out of it. Same way I watched the second half of The Hobbit. So
Did you not enjoy that?
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, so much CGI. It was just a little overboard for me.
I really enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, let's see. As a Lord of the Rings movie, right? It was good because it was the continuation of the first part.
Right.
But I like to watch movies for the story and the actors and that, maybe I get something different out of it, like watching the actors and things. But like I like to watch them.
Like, really watch them.
Yeah. Like
And then I
movie of-
find out everything about them.
Yeah. Then I can be them. No, so anyway. So
You're a real method actor, aren't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like to take on another person.
I become that person.
Yeah. Basically, my name is Rebecca.
You've
And
been done
I
for
try and
identity fraud so many times now.
What?
You've been done for identity fraud
Yeah,
countless amounts
yeah.
of times.
Every day.
Mm.
Every day. I mean, police stop me on the street now. They're like, hey, remember, no.
Like, they all know you.
Yeah,
They
Jesus,
all
you're
know
my
you
name.
at this point.
Yeah, they just know. But I don't know. I didn't like all the CGI work. I thought there was a little too much. It was still good, but it wasn't the greatest.
Right.
No. So Batman, what are our thoughts on Batman?
Well, Ben Affleck as Batman
Yeah.
in the first, but I know this has been discussed a lot
Yeah.
recently. It's definitely going to have to be one of them films where you just wait and see. I mean, they could just absolutely pull it out of the hat, and it's fantastic, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, we were so wrong!" And just
I
like,
should never have judged that man.
yeah.
He's a god amongst mortals.
But and
Right.
there's lots. It's
There's
a
a big
huge
but
but.
here.
The cast that has outraged the majority of fans of any of these franchises out there is Ben Affleck as Batman, and now
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Right. Which is
Why wasn't Bryan Cranston Lex Luthor? He wanted to do it.
yeah.
I think they would have had so many more people go to see the film. They would have made a lot more money off it.
He has more
Even
fans too.
yeah,
He's
yeah. I mean,
insane.
not only is if you don't like superhero films, but if you just like came out watching Breaking Bad and you're just like that's the
Yeah.
first time you've seen him as an actor, and you're just like
Right.
he was fantastic.
Man,
Is
he
more
got-
people would just be like, oh well, I want to go and see Heisenberg, yo.
Maybe they couldn't afford him.
Mm,
Like maybe that's it. Maybe they just were on such a tight budget that
they
they're like, well,
spent
we have
all their
to.
money blowing up Metropolis
Yeah.
in
They had to build the actual
Man of
city
Steel.
somewhere out in the desert,
Mm.
and they had to blow it up. It was a very expensive project, but realism, you guys.
It
Real.
all happened.
Yeah.
It
This
was
movie?
actually a documentary.
Yeah. I mean, Pickles and I, being world class reporters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I choked on the bullshit there for a second.
Mm.
So anyway, Toast McGoats. We were invited to go and watch the making of the city, and it's made out of orphans. The whole city.
I'm nodding in acceptance right now because people know that I'm nodding.
Yeah, no, they felt it. They felt it right there.
Yeah.
Through the SoundCloud or whatever YouTube thing. I guess it's on both, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on both. It's on
Well,
both.
if you're listening on YouTube, there's a picture of Lex Luthor, the good one, right now.
Christ, you're adding more work for me to do.
Yeah, I know it was. It's glorious. Look at that picture. And here's a picture of a moose.
Oh my god.
And now some cheese. And now back to whatever the image was before. Okay. So,
I think it was just a moose to start off with. I think that
oh,
was
it?
it. Was
Well,
just
then you'll
or
get
no, it was
a different moose
Jim.
picture will
The
appear
picture-
in that space.
The picture was going to be Jim.
Oh, Jim. No, we can't do that.
We can't.
No, I think I'm under contract not to release Jim.
Oh,
Although technically Bethesda owns Jim, not the Skywind people. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
so yeah, so Jim's an actual character
Yeah, Jim the Gentleman
From
is a
from
the guy
Morrowind.
from Morrowind, and he's
So there
like,
shouldn't be a problem with using a picture of him
no.
because Skywind itself may just be a respectable project, but they don't own
It's just a
any
mod,
of it.
Yeah, just a mod.
So,
Although I think they have Bethesda support. I'm not sure.
right.
I'm not sure.
Why? Why would Bethesda give them their support?
Because they gave support to the Worm's Tooth guy, not Worm's Tooth. One of the other big mods, the Falkirth, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. The guy who made it got hired.
Oh, well, I mean, I
That
just
was
think that's a
his-
bit surprising, because they could have made more money off selling like a HD remake themselves, but
Right.
I suppose they're
Okay,
just
but-
too
but-
busy with the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, which brings us into our next thing. Ah!
Yeah,
Oh!
segue.
Right. So Elder Scrolls Online is currently releasing their new deal called the Imperial Bundle. Was that correct?
The Imperial Edition.
Imperial Edition. Oh my god, a spider jumped out off my desk. Shit. Sorry, well, I slay that beast. All right, it's been slain. Anywho, their Imperial Edition
Mm,
comes with a whole bunch of shit that you don't actually need, maps and books and some art and that sort of stuff. And that's all well and good. That's what you expect from a collector's edition, right? Like, that's fine.
yes.
Now, the part that's really getting me up in arms is the fact that in game, you receive a mount and a companion, right? Now, that's all right too. It's kind of pushing it because there's a little bit of power, but that's all right. Then they unlock the Imperial race for you to play. You can only play as Imperials if you buy this pack. And the Imperial can join any faction, right?
Yes, you can join any of the alliances you want.
Right. So now, this is something I expect from a free-to-play model, right? Like, I assume that, like, Guild Wars 2 or, what's it? Dungeons and Dragons Online, something like that, they could pull that off and it would be acceptable because
Yes,
they to make money, and we'd be like, oh yeah, that's fine. But not for a game that charges $15 a month. Like that's ridiculous.
it is. It is.
Go, tell me your views. What do you think, Pickles?
Well, I have several problems with the Elder
Yeah,
Scrolls Online as it is. I mean, I have to say that I haven't played any of the
right.
betas, wherever you're from, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I
Whatever you
haven't
call it.
I haven't played any of them. Okay, I was invited for the last few stress tests, but never got round to joining them.
Right.
I was too busy playing Guild Wars
Yeah, well, it's a better game.
and doing research for
Yeah.
this podcast
Uh-huh.
because that's what I do in my spare
It's good
time.
for bones.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
what
I'd never played it, but listening about it and hearing their ideas for the game, I don't like the fact that there are these three alliances. Like I know it's probably historically accurate and everything to the timeline of things, but if I wanted to play with friends,
Mhm.
which it might happen if I ever
Yeah,
got any,
I'm your friend, Pickles.
well, it's
Well,
debatable.
professionally, I'm your
Yeah,
friend.
I'm really just your slave.
It's true. So carry on, slave.
So
I mean, indentured servant. The
if I
slave's
had
a
people
slave.
to play with, but I wanted to play as a certain race and they wanted to play as another,
Right.
and these two races are in the different alliances, isn't it correct that I'd have to play through the entire storyline of my alliance and then possibly another before I could play with them?
No, because you don't get to. I'm pretty sure that it works like yeah, as a member of the Aldmeri Dominion, right?
Right.
I could not play with a member of the North Nord thing.
At all.
No, because
Ever.
it's like a member of the Alliance and the Horde playing together. It doesn't work.
Right.
Um, but if you picked like, let's say you were a Wood Elf and I was a High Elf, I'd have to play through the whole High Elf zone, and you'd have to play through the whole Wood Elf zone, and then we could play together because they're part of the same alliance.
Oh,
Um,
it frustrates me so much that they're limiting players that much.
well, I mean that is sort of like a regular. That's an old school MMO thing. Like Guild Wars didn't do that because when you play Guild Wars, you are just like a member of the world. Really, there are no factions in Guild Wars.
The factions are
There-
ones you create yourself within your guilds.
yeah, and the guilds are kind of the factions, but the like the Warcraft model where it's a war in between things. Like Guild Wars is set up to be a war between players versus environment.
Okay.
And Elder Scrolls is like a massive, massive world or a massive PvP environment. So I'm okay with that because the same thing happens with Warcraft and Rift and others. So many others. It's an older model, but it's still acceptable. What I don't agree with is like, oh, so you want to play with your friend? All right. Well, in that case, why don't you buy this edition? Because then you can be whoever you want. Like that's bull.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, it's jank to be expecting your people to pay so much more for stuff, right? Not even good stuff either.
yeah.
You have the list of the stuff you get. What is it that you get?
Let's see. Let's have a look here, shall we?
Yeah.
You get a 30 centimeter statue of Morlog Ball,
Oh,
a
good.
224 page of illustrated Emperor's Guide to Tamriel,
Printed off a computer, right? Oh,
a 53 by 66 printed map of the continent.
that's kind of cool.
I think that's one I quite like because I have the maps, from the old games, but that
Yeah,
was it was like Morrowind or Daggerfell or
right. And I like
Skyrim,
that. I think that was cool.
but to have a nice big map of the entire continent,
Yeah.
that'd be quite cool. But you can just find an image on
And
the
then
internet
print
of
it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't you could probably for cheaper go
Mhm.
out there and hire somebody to print like a
Yeah, hire a
textured
nerd.
just like a textured copy of the map if you wanted to. Then again,
Yeah.
you get these in-game items: the White Imperial Horse, Mud Crab Pet, and optional Rings of Mara subquest. And then the thing about it, you can be an Imperial in this edition, and you can join any of the alliances.
See that defeats the purpose of having the alliances.
And why
Because I
would
thought
the
it was
Imperials just
originally.
be in any of them?
Well, the Imperial shouldn't be in any of them because we're all waging war on Cyrodiil, which is their home.
Which is why I thought in the first place they were leaving the Imperial race out.
Yeah, and they were
Because
just
it
going to
was
be
all
like,
these different
hiding.
factions fighting them.
Right. And the Empire is sort of, this is like pre Super Empire, I think. This is the Great War,
Right.
um, I believe. And monster. So I think like from a lore standpoint, because I want to play the Almeri Dominion is where I want to play my game. So they're waging war on the other two factions plus Cyrodiil right now.
Hmm.
And so Cyrodiil should have called from aid from the Nords, and the Nords, led by Ulfric Stormcloak or whoever at the time, would be like, no. And so they wouldn't go. Now, this could be taking place, because I'm not really sure of the timeline. This could be taking place after Skyrim, which I think is more likely, as the Skyrim events lead up to, well, the war's not really over. You've quelled the civil war in Skyrim, but it's actually just heating up. Like the Almeri Dominion is really waging up for war. Point two, the Nords are kind of shaken in their alliance to the Empire, and the Bog people are Bog people.
Hmm.
So I think it may take place there. And if that's the case, then there should be no Imperial player race at all. Unless you are against everyone else, you know?
I wouldn't mind that because in any of the Elder Scrolls games that I've played, I play Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It was the race I went to be,
Yep.
which is it was quite handy, so rather in my Skyrim playthrough
Mm-hmm.
because for whatever reason when I was doing the Dawn Guard DLC,
Yes.
Serana decided that she was going to kill everyone in the Dawn Guard, even though we needed to go to them for the next quest.
Yes. Yes.
So
Voice of the
luckily for
Emperor,
me,
baby.
I had Voice of the Emperor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had enough time for them all to, just cool their jets,
Right.
give me the quest, and then I
Do
could
your
run
thing.
away.
Yeah.
So, and that was handy to have. But yeah, I'd play Imperial, and to put it behind a paywall,
Mm-hmm.
like that
But it's
frustrates
already
me.
the game is behind a paywall too.
Of course, because you have the monthly subscription, which
Right.
means I won't be playing the game at all.
Nope. Not well. I say that, but I'm probably gonna play a month. I will. I will play a month of it because I have to.
Right.
Just to be up on the current events of things and what have you. But I'm not going to be maintaining my subscription to the game
Yeah.
because
But the thing is, even still,
I
is
should.
you have to buy the game and then pay for your subscription.
Yeah. Well, no. I believe that the first month is free after you buy
Right.
the game, so that's why. I'm
But
sticking
then
with the
still,
first.
you're buying is
You're
it
buying
a
$60.
$60 game for you?
Yeah.
A $60 game, and you're only going to have access to it for a month.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And you see, I can buy so many other games for $60.
Yeah.
So many other games. The list of indie games that are really good on Steam, I could buy maybe 20 of them for $60.
Yeah, of course.
And so why should I play this MMO that's going to cost me so much more?
There's not a great deal many reasons why you could actually justify that.
No, and maybe if you're a very big Elder Scrolls fan, this is going to be great for you. But I am. I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, and I'm not looking forward to it because it sort of turns what I like about Elder Scrolls, that creative element, and maybe I want to be a dragon fire mage or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that. You have to pick a class
Mm.
in Elder Scrolls. Now that doesn't mean you're stuck to a certain kind of armor.
It will
But-
let you use heavy, like if you say like a
Yeah,
mage,
you
you
can
could
use
be a
heavy
battle
if
mage
you
if you
need.
wanted.
But you are not going to be able to just go with whatever skills like you were in Skyrim or Morrowind
Yeah.
for that matter. You have to pick skills from a tree that you have, which is kind of balls. Like it takes away that element of Skyrim, but it's also needed for MMO.
Yeah. I mean, rather than an MMO version of like an Elder Scrolls game, I just want a proper like multiplayer like mod or something, people, can you work on it?
Yeah.
All right, because I love Skyrim, and the mods you can put on it are just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
they
I
are.
have mods
Some
to, you can have mods to make your fingernails look better.
like Schlong's of Sky.
Yes, that's your
No.
favorite.
No.
Mm,
Mm.
mm. Moving on.
Go get it, kids. So,
Don't do that.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Lumberjack is back.
gonna say right now. Don't download the mod he just recommended.
That was good. It's a
This
great
is a
mod.
public service announcement. Don't do it if you value your eyes.
It's bad for your heart.
It is.
It's
My
good for
word.
your pants.
My word.
Okay. Anyway, so
I'm sure I
I
had a
think
point to make, but whatever.
yeah.
Next
Um,
topic. Shall we
no.
should we
'Cause
move on?
I want to talk about a little bit more about or just rather a closing point on Skyrim.
Sure. Other
Um,
than weird mods.
Well, yeah, other than weird mods. I mean, you should go check out the mods that I'm in, of course. Skywind coming out soon.
Mm.
But that's what I wanted to say, that you can add giant bits to the game like that. You know?
Yeah.
For example, the entire region of Morrowind being added to the Skyrim engine and being part of the Skyrim game is amazing. I mean, it's a pain in the ass because it's a lot of area for your computer, but it's optimized fairly well, so you can run around through this huge area like that, and the game engine supports it. And I feel like that ability to mod and change has been a great strength of the franchise, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And I wonder if it's gonna affect how people view the game, and when they get in, they're gonna go like, "Oh, well, that's not what I remember," you know. Anyway, next point. I think. I think
Quickly, how long do you think it'll be before it's free to play?
Oh, maybe a year.
Yeah.
I'd imagine, because I think a lot of people are going to go in. A lot of the internet celebrity people are already hyped for it, so they're going to bring their fans in, right?
Mm.
And they're going to play for a little bit, then they're going to get bored, and their
I
fans
mean,
will
they
come.
have to keep, the mystery around themselves. Need to
Right? Yeah, they
distance
gotta
themselves
maintain that mystery.
from their fans.
hmm So, I figure that once that wears off, some of the hardcore guilds and people will stay, but they won't be. There won't be enough momentum to keep it moving
Mm.
forward. Sort of like what Guild Wars is experiencing, where you have not a shit ton of money coming in,
Yeah.
you know? And I feel that because of the subscription model, they're going to see a greater drop off in players more quickly than Guild Wars does.
Yeah, Guild Wars is
'Cause you
kind
can
of just
pop back in.
losing
you know?
players every now and then. And then if there's like a big update, people will come in, see what it's like, and if they still don't like the state of the game, then they can just leave.
Right, and they can come back when they want to. And
Yeah,
I like it.
because they're not tied down.
Yeah. And that's how I played WoW. Is I would subscribe for a month, see if I enjoyed the game, and then I would just unsubscribe and not play
Right.
it for maybe 3 months or 4 months or so, and then come back and be like, oh well, look, they added a dungeon that used to be a raid. Oh, and then leave again. So I wonder if maybe that's how people will approach Elder Scrolls, or if it's just going to be like a clean separate from it. Play it for a little while. This is too expensive for me. I don't have the money to afford this model right now, and then off they go. Especially if they're going to be doing the store as well, which I heard a rumor about, that they'll have an in-game store.
As well.
Yeah. Now, that's not confirmed, so don't quote me, but I believe that might be in the plans.
Right.
Um,
So
but it's also
the finishing point on that is that there's
Yeah.
going to be an in-game store confirmed.
maybe.
Forest
Yeah.
Holland.
Yeah,
2014.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Obviously, also mounts can fly backwards.
You can
only.
ride dragons as well.
Yeah, and you can summon up that guy from Skyrim. I forget his name. Molech the Liar. You can find him. He'll come help you. And elves are overpowered and beautiful. Elves are beautiful in this game, which is
Right.
strange they've done that, but they did. So that's it.
Well, there we go.
Yep. All right, next thing.
Next topic. Jeez. Well,
Yes.
I mean, because there was a perfect segue for the Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls, we have gone out of
Skip some.
we've skipped a few
Yeah.
of what I had planned. So
We just had it so perfectly that we
it
needed
was good. I'd definitely say that it was fine, the segue, but
But don't fucking do it again.
ever.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I mean, if you feel like one of the topics might come in, you have something to say. By all means, ruin the plan that I made.
All right. Yeah. Good. I'll keep that in mind. All right. So
So
carrying on.
this next one is the Arkham Origins. I'm not sure whether you've played it. I have a
No.
copy. I haven't played it yet. I got it at
Okay.
Christmas. Haven't opened the wrapping off the box.
Okay.
That's not to say I don't like it. I'm a huge fan of the recent Batman games. But anyway, the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
DLC for
Okay.
Batman Arkham Origins has been cancelled on the Wii U
Now why?
because they don't believe that there's enough demand for DLC on that console.
Mm.
Which,
All right.
yeah, I think it's a fair point. Like, I still don't see. Well, it depends really on how you view the Wii as a console.
It's not a console. It's
Because
an exercise box. It's
you have it for
Come on.
Wii Fit and like Wii
Yeah,
Sports.
We Fit and We Sports.
Yeah, there's the two games you have on Wii.
It is actually
And
downstairs.
well, I mean
What
that, and
own for the Wii.
I also do have some of the Pokemon games they
Oh, do
have on
you?
there. Yeah, some of the indie like Pokemon games only available on the Wii.
Well,
They're there,
keep a
but
secret between you and me and them.
right.
I also have Smash Bros, but
It's a good game.
it is.
It's
It's
a
good
good
on whatever
game.
it is. So I mean, I have to have that.
But
But that said,
that's,
that's all.
so with the PC, you have games and then you have DLC. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
With the Xbox and the PlayStation, whichever models you have, they all have games and they have DLC, and that's fair enough. Unless it's like $60 DLC for like Call of Duty or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, 'cause you know those are worth it.
That's outrageous. That's too much for DLC, and it's
Now
downright
$100 for a
ridiculous.
brand new gold-plated gun for in real life in a game. Oh,
Mm.
what does it do? Nothing different. Uh huh.
You'll just
No.
look
You'll look
different.
like a pimp.
Yeah, it's
I
like
just wanted to look like a pimp, so
I
Count
see.
me in.
Like if I see people with like different skins in like a first-person shooter,
I think that's dumb
ones
as shit.
which they've bought. Not only do I think that, well, they're a fool for paying real money for this,
Yeah.
then I will target them more.
Right. Well, it's just-
What advantage does it give you? As I'm gunning
Your
them down.
pink camouflage help you none. You're Tony the Tiger Stripes. So I just think it's dumb to sell anyone a skin or FPS because you can't see it. Like you're not going to enjoy what you just had.
Hmm.
I mean, for some of the gun skins, yeah, but there's like camouflage skins and player skins and stuff like that. It's worthless, and they sell so many of them. I don't understand.
It's true. It's true. But even so, that's off topic. It's off topic. That wasn't. Was
Oh,
is
yeah. Well, anyway,
is
the
it was
Wii
about
sucks.
is about the Wii and the
Yeah.
fact that they're cancelling DLC, and I don't think that because they still use like Nintendo points, don't they, for purchases? I'm not
Yes,
sure.
I believe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. We'll go
But
with that. We'll say
it's
yeah,
not
confirmed. They do.
confirmed.
Confirmed.
Pickles 2014.
Mhm.
It's not a console I
2000.
would imagine people getting additional content from.
Well, it's not a sit-down console. Is the thing. The Wii is viewed as what we said previously. It's the exercise box, right?
Yes,
And so that's why no one uses it. Um,
it's true.
Except for like soccer moms in their late 40s, and they're like, I have to stay young.
Well, they have Zumba. They have
They
Zumba
do.
fitness.
They're fine. And retired gay men, they also play the Wii.
Right.
I don't know what they were tired from, but that's okay. From being gay, I suppose.
I see. So
yeah.
they're back on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Get it. Anyway.
Yep.
So
Let's just skip past that.
yeah, just whew. We need a moment to appreciate the greatness of what you just did. So, but it's not a console that you're gonna be sitting down with the whole family to play a thing. And it's not gonna be one that you're gonna like bring your friends. Will be like, oh my god, like I just got Batman, and now we can play as Robin too. The Wii, and they're like, ew, gross, Becky, you little slut burger. I don't want to play on your Wii. And they walk away, and then they make fun of you, and they call you fat, and then all the other cheerleaders are like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, right? And you're like, I just wanted to be your friend, and they're like, no, I don't want to be your friend. And that's life. That's what will happen to you if you get a Wii. Okay, that's your life if you
You
get a
had a
Wii.
really rough time in high school, didn't you?
It was terrible. I mean, Becky was a beep. I'm just
Wow.
saying.
Wow.
Not all Beckys, but this Becky. Girl. So, don't buy Wii. The
You
Wii
heard it here
U.
first. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm sure quite a lot of people have said don't get them, but
Well, I don't know. If you want to play Wii Sports or Wii Bowling,
I
I
do
don't
enjoy a
count
good
that
bit
as a
of Wii
sport. So
Sports.
it's,
Wii
huh?
Sports is fun. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Wii Sports is great,
I
and
mean,
so is
if you have friends and you have a few of them round,
right. If you have some friends,
I'd just have like a Wii controller in each hand
yeah.
and just like play tennis.
Try to outball myself.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Forrest. Oh, thank you, Forrest. You're very handsome today. Don't lie to me, you whore. And that's my Wii experience.
You even hate
That's how I
yourself.
play Wii.
Yep.
How do you hire me, Nintendo? I'm a broke person. You feeling lonely and you want to do something new with those hands? Play Wii, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great slogan.
That's a good marketing scheme.
I think so.
That's kind of like Nintendo's old adverts. They were quite, unusual.
They were subtle nuances to masturbating. Is that what they were?
Maybe.
Back in the day, Nintendo, cheeky birds. So, you know. Oh, my lord. I just had my foot go to sleep on me.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it hurts like a beep. All right, so they've canceled the DLC because they don't think that there's enough of a market, and I have to agree with that. I don't
Yes.
think.
But at least they're giving everybody a refund if they bought the season pass.
Now, who owns the Wii?
Nobody. So
No.
it's not
No,
really
shush. Not, I mean, not like humans. I mean, company. Which company owns the Wii?
Nintendo.
And what is Nintendo doing?
Segway!
I know.
Oh my god, I'm onto it now.
Yes.
I
Well done. All
I
right,
swear I
what-
planned this show as well. I swear
Yeah, I know.
I had these articles ready.
I was so prepared. All right, so what is Nintendo doing? Pickles?
So Nintendo, the executives of Nintendo have said that they will take pay cuts after their profits have tumbled. So I'm gonna absolutely butcher this poor man's name, and I'm sorry. But President Satoru Iwata
Okay, yes, carry on.
said he'd take a 50% pay cut, and
Wow.
other executives will see reductions of 20 to 30%. And this is because Nintendo's net income has fallen to 10.2 billion yen, which is around $99 million and 60 million Great British pounds for the April to December period, down previously from 14.55 billion yen a year earlier.
Wow. So in money we care about, it's not that much. But I assume that
I mean, $99 million
child's play.
is...
We make more than that in a second. Yeah, see. But we don't. We're so poor. Please help us.
Please.
Please.
I live in
Who's a
Forrest's
starving
basement.
nerd today.
He has me tied up
Wow.
in his
It's
basement.
got whew, pickles. Weren't supposed to talk about that. So, anywho, I think it's a rather noble thing, personally.
Definitely. I
Or-
think more companies should do things like that.
Well, they can't because they're poor.
Mm.
I mean, really, they aren't actually taking a pay cut at all, because they have enough money to just buy the world. But I think that it's also a rather remarkable PR move. You know, they can then rely on people like us who are kind-hearted and definitely good role models to be like, oh, wow, Nintendo, you're so brave. And then we'll like Nintendo more. And then Nintendo will be like, oh, I stole your money. And then, yeah. voice of Nintendo right there, Pickles.
It's a very pessimistic view
I'm
of.
just saying, anything is possible.
I mean, it's
I suppose it's also possible that they're just good people, but it's
it's
unlikely.
certainly good PR for them, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
let me
Well,
have in my mind that everyone at Nintendo is good people.
yeah,
Okay,
they is good
they
people.
look so happy, and every
I
one
mean,
of
if you
their
go
like
into the
press
Nintendo
conferences.
PR page, they're all smiling there. But if you look
Exactly.
really closely, they have guns at their backs.
I
I mean,
wouldn't put it
controllers.
past
Wii
them.
controllers. Oh,
Wii
man, it all
controls.
makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah. Wii controllers, actually guns. And you know what? Come to
Well,
think of it, they all look very young. Sort of like children almost. Huh. Wonder who's making the consoles.
toddlers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying my Wii controller's falling apart because I've thrown it across the room like 30 times, but I don't know. Just saying. That
I
little
mean,
strap is bull.
toddlers kind of just like roll around, don't they?
What? What? What are you
Toddlers.
what are you saying?
Toddlers make the Wii U because toddlers can't just roll around, so they don't have enough dexterity to
Well,
use
they
a
don't
mouse
have
and
fingers
keyboard.
yet, really. They just have little sausages on hands.
Right.
Yeah.
These
Little
are
known
toddlers
fact.
we're talking about, not like fetuses.
Yeah. I know. I'm
Right.
just saying.
So we're
Just
clear.
saying. Yeah. So they're being good people, unlike the people at Bethesda who are greedy, greedy, greedy.
Hmm.
Because I wanted to yell at them again. What's next? What do we have next, Piggles?
I'm afraid we don't have a cool segue for this one.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Um, but next piece of news is a new Ouya, Waya
The fuck's
thing
Ouya?
has been released. It is
Okay.
the the Android console.
Okay.
Do you know that weird little
Yeah,
box?
yeah,
That a new one has been announced.
yeah.
This one,
Because the first one was so
it was
successful.
such a success.
I mean,
I mean,
basically, tens of people bought it.
mm,
Yeah, tens,
like
tens of people around the
people
world.
people died on Black Friday trying to get these. That's what they
Well,
all went out
I mean,
for.
I'd say people died on Black Friday. Period. Some people got these.
Everyone who was at the back of the queue who was nice and orderly, the only things that were left
Yeah,
were these.
and 10 people got them though.
Yeah.
So, and they actually are on clearance right now, still. If you want one, so I mean, go get one of those.
Just saying.
I actually like the idea personally. I think it's a neat concept.
Right.
Except for I would never buy one, ever. So,
so this new model,
yes.
okay,
Uh-huh.
is $129, and it comes with a controller. Comes with a
Oh,
controller
wow.
and 16 gigabytes of storage.
And what does it do? What
The
does it do better than the
first
first
gen
one?
console was $99, but
Yes.
only had 8 gigabytes of storage space, and that's the only difference.
So it doesn't. Hmm.
That's it. The
So
color,
it's a
the color's
glorified
different.
calculator in a box.
So the old one was silver and black.
Silver,
The
silver, and black. Okay.
the new one
Mhm.
is just all black.
Ooh.
And it's got more memory,
Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
and it's
Now-
still a piece of garbage.
No, it's not though. You see, it
It's
has hidden
not.
potential. It's secretly a bomb.
Right.
Yeah, like not a bomb.
Confirmed.
Like blow up thing,
Right.
but like the bomb, as in like what the kids say.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
the bomb.
Right, and you see, so
Which is
someday
why they
soon-
all have them.
Well, the hipsters are gonna find it soon. I expect the hipsters to find it shortly.
Yeah, but if the hipsters find it, then, it's not good enough for them anymore.
Wait, right, but you see, what will happen is all the hipsters will have it, and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, this is like so 3 minutes ago." That's my hipster voice.
Mm.
And they throw it off. It's sort of like a deep Becky. So they throw the cubes away, but then the homeless will find it, okay? Now,
Oh.
follow me here. The homeless will strap it to them like clothes, okay? Because there'll be so many thrown away, right? and there'll be like a giant cubid mechatork robot man, right? And
Right.
then they'll form together to create Hobotron, and he'll be like, "I am here to take your cheese," and then it's gonna be great. I'm just saying that basically this is what will lead to the robots taking over.
Make it happen, creators of
Yep.
Ouya.
Go,
Make it
go
happen.
forth, hipsters.
Be
Play your
free!
role.
We unleash you onto the world.
Don't do that. I mean, we have so much to account for already that
Like
we
a
don't have
hipster's
lawyers yet.
a common occurrence in the
Hmm.
States.
What is now?
Hipsters.
Yeah, no. I mean, we have a whole town of them. We
Are
call it
they
Los
like
Angeles
right? Yes.
and Seattle and Portland and all of the West Coast and most of
Oh,
the East Coast. Really, the only place that's safe is Oklahoma because nobody goes there.
right.
You know what comes from Oklahoma?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, well, then that's the place to go if you want to avoid hipsters,
I
everybody.
certainly hope someone from Oklahoma hears this someday. They just be like, we actually, I don't know why they're old. We actually export cheese, Oklahoma cheese, oak flavored and delicious, right? And oak butter. Oh, oak butter.
It's the best.
It is.
It's the
'cause
best.
made from trees. Tree milk makes oak butter. Vegans can eat tree butter, for the record.
Can they though? Because it comes from a living thing.
Yeah, but they eat grass, don't they?
Do they?
I don't know. What do they eat? Do they absorb sunlight?
I think
Just
that's it.
change that to food?
They basically know how to photosynthesize.
Is that why they're green?
Yes.
Ah, you see, it makes sense.
It's like they glow in the dark as well.
Wow.
So it's how you
that's
know.
expensive on the
It's
calories.
how you
to
know.
glow in the dark.
It's why they're all like so skinny.
Yeah, jeez.
Because all they get is sunlight, and then they kind of just give all off that energy when they glow at nighttime.
Right. You know, it makes sense.
So if they stay in a lit room, then they won't glow because it's not like an automatic reaction, and then they'll be fine, of course.
Right. Yeah.
Which is why most of the vegans you find are in LA,
Where it's sunny.
where it's sunny. Yeah.
See, makes sense. And
Mm.
this, by the way, is the fault of the Yumi or the Yumbo. What is it called?
The Ouya?
Yeah, I don't even know the name. The Ouya.
Ouya?
Yeah.
Ouya?
Right. And so,
Put in the comments below how it should be pronounced.
well, if it's on SoundCloud, I don't think there are comments.
You can write messages on the recording at like different points.
Wow, good for
You're just not that popular. That people
Yeah.
have never wrote on yours previously.
I mean, I got 2 listens yesterday on my SoundCloud.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I mean, it was me and my mom.
Right.
It wasn't my mom. It was just me.
Twice.
Just me twice. She's like, I don't want to listen to it anymore.
I make it stop.
Please. I mean, you're welcome to listen to it. It's pretty good. All right, next thing. Is that all?
This is the final topic now.
Oh, good. Okay.
The last thing. Just a little discussion here.
Okay.
After a recent survey was taken.
Of how many people?
Who knows?
2. 2 people were surveyed.
Who knows? Okay. A minimum of 2 people
Yeah.
was surveyed.
Mm.
And they've came to the conclusion that
Okay.
mobile phones
Yes.
are taking over handheld gaming consoles.
Oh, yes. I remember hearing about this when you were telling me.
Hashtag discuss.
Okay. Hashtag discussing.
Mm.
I think that's fairly accurate, to be honest with you. But I think that whilst we see more games coming out for our phones, we will see the quality go down. I have Infinity Blade, is it called? Or something like that on my phone.
Right.
I was looking for my phone, but I lost it. I think it's on the floor, and I'd have to go all the way down there to get it. It's a lot of work. But I've got that. I've got, like, Bejeweled and Minecraft on my phone.
Of course.
Yeah, that's decent. Minecraft on the phone, by the way, not that bad. Although I can't figure out how to save my stuff, so that's but
Maybe
I
hit the
just leave it
save
on.
button. Maybe hit the save button.
I'm
just
just saying.
saying.
Save buttons.
Just saying.
They don't exist in most video games anymore, anyway. So
They don't?
No, everybody has autosave.
Damn them.
Yeah. But I would say that's fair, I think.
Hmm.
What do you think, Pickles?
Well, here's a question I will pose to you, good sir.
Hmm.
What do you class as a game? Like, as a video game?
Well,
Because if you compare the quality of games on mobile devices to, say, with things like the 3DS,
right.
is they're like miles apart.
Yeah.
They really are. So like everyone loves Pokemon,
No,
and
I hate
if
Pokemon, but
you're
anyway.
dead to me, Pokemon's
Sorry.
great. Pokemon is
Sad to me.
fantastic.
Looking for a new
You
co-host
you
for
you know
Pickles?
you know what games I have on my phone? I
No.
have 8 Ball Pool,
Okay.
Minecraft,
Yeah, all right. We're
and
such nerds.
Flappy Bird
Both have Minecraft on the phone.
and
All right, carry on.
Flappy Bird.
What?
That's it.
Oh,
They're
I
the
have Angry
games.
Birds. I have that on my phone.
Right.
Star Wars edition.
I mean, I have apps which are handy, but games, I have
Right.
3.
Okay.
Okay. And if I look at the App Store,
Yeah.
is all the top rated apps. Like you look at, say, top 3. Okay.
Mhm.
If you wanted to, because we're all poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are all games which have millions and millions of microtransactions in them
Yeah.
to the point that it's more expensive than, say, buying a
Well,
$40 game for your 3DS.
now there's a game that I've been playing. What did it go? Castle Crushers, or maybe that's not it. But basically, you build a village, right?
Hmm.
And you have to get your soldiers up. I'm gonna cough at some point. If you... there we go. Edit that out, Pickles.
Nope.
Okay. I want
Needs to
a
be
duck
real.
noise there.
Needs to be
Instead.
real.
Fair enough. So you build a little village, you build walls around it, cannons and towers, and you build an army and you go off and attack the enemy, right?
This Clash of Clans.
Yeah, Clash of Clans.
Right.
Um, but it has this gem currency, and really to be the best, you really have to use the gems.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be because I'm just sucky McBad, and it's really not as bad as other like clones of Clash of Clans.
Yes.
But some of the clones are really bad. Like you have in order to move your soldiers or move your buildings, you have to pay rubies or whatever they're called, and it's ridiculous. So that's unfortunate.
Like, how can these genuinely be considered as games?
Well, I mean, I think
They're scams.
they are.
It's like,
They're pyramid schemes
here's a
anyway.
free-to-play game, so long as you give us $900 through microtransactions.
Yeah, but it's
Which
free.
is true. That happened in one of EA's racing games.
Oh, yeah. Well,
One
the
of their
racing.
race. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at, and this isn't really tied to handhelds anymore, but SimCity and all
Mm.
of its micro crap. With like you have to buy the skinned product placement cars, like the green cars and stuff. Oh, terribad.
I'm shaking my head in disgust.
Yeah, just angry sauce. But you know what I think?
Well,
We should ask the people listening what they think is a game,
it's an excellent way to leave the show.
like Blue's Clues.
What?
Yeah, Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
Do you not have Blue's Clues?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it's a children's show, and like,
With a blue
what
dog?
do you think of the game, boys and girls? And
Is
they
it?
wait.
Oh,
Shh,
right.
waiting. Oh, me too. And then they talk like they had
Oh, so
answers. They really didn't.
it's like in Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, like Dora
Right.
the Explorer, except for with a dog
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and a man.
can you see the bad guy?
Swipper, no swipping. Is that no swiper? Swiper.
There's a really long pause. It's like far longer than it should be.
Right, because no one takes that long.
That's
Okay.
right. He's over there.
And they're like, I just wanted it to be like, no, the hell is wrong with you? That's
Mm.
not the bad guy. That's a mountain. What are you doing? Just walk away. Just end the show like that.
They wouldn't get the ratings. They really
I
wouldn't.
feel like I'd make great children's television. I mean, I am producing a cartoon, so
If there are any companies out there,
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying,
then
all two of our listeners will love it.
and those two listeners are just us again.
Yeah, we have to listen to the quality assurance and go back
Yeah,
and like, that was
when
really
we have to edit it.
all right. Well, by we, I hope you mean you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, good.
And the only thing you'll be doing is uploading it to your SoundCloud.
Oh, I'm not gonna upload it to my SoundCloud.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna make a new SoundCloud
okay.
and upload it there. So you're listening to this on a brand new SoundCloud. Exciting! You're welcome.
You're welcome, world.
Wrap it up. Pickle.
That's it. That's
I'm gonna pick pickle sandwiches.
game over. Why would you do that?
Game over. Oh, can I better
Why?
sign off? And remember, kids, game over.
There we
Are
go.
we done?
That's the end. That's the end of the show.
Oh,
Bye.
good.